In this video, we will discuss why your energy is being drained. We will break down the flawed psychology of covert donation and implement a protocol on how to resist it. But be prepared. We are not here to blame the vampires. We are going to expose your own biological addiction to the role of the victim. Think for a second. Why do you wake up already exhausted, even after 8 hours of sleep? Why does it feel like someone has plugged a cable into your soul and is slowly siphoning away your life resource? You feel yourself turning into a pale, hollow shadow of who you used to be. You do everything right. You are kind. You are responsive. You are always ready to help. But in return, you get a cold, ringing emptiness and a rising irritation that you have learned to suppress. Today, we are going to conduct a breakdown of your reality. We will drag the truth into the light. Truth that will make you deeply uncomfortable. But that discomfort will be your salvation. Remember this: energy is never drained from you without your consent. You give it away. You are a voluntary donor, hooked on the false illusion of social significance. We will analyze emotional exhaustion and recovery, not as esoteric vibration talk, but as a systemic programmed glitch in your biology. I will show you the hidden benefit of your own exhaustion. If you watch this video to the very last second, you will realize that your energy deficit is actually misdirected potential. You are burning yourself out to keep people warm who wouldn't lift a finger to save you. Let's reconstruct your typical evening. You were lying in the dark, the smartphone screen stinging your eyes. Inside, something was pressing down, like an invisible weight on your chest. You replayed that conversation over and over, with a colleague, a relative, a partner. You understood them. Again, you justified their sharpness, their indifference, their ego. You invented 1,000 excuses for them: a tough childhood, problems at work, feeling unwell. You did everything just to avoid admitting the obvious. You were just used as a free warehouse for someone else's negativity. You are the terminal station for other people's complaints, where they come to dump their chaos and leave you to clean it up. Look at your hands. They constantly reach for the phone. You check your messages every 5 minutes. You are terrified of missing a request, a call, or even a flicker of someone else's dissatisfaction. Your smartphone is not a communication device. It's a remote control, and it's in someone else's hands. When that message pops up, "Need help," or "Got a minute," your body feels a strange, subtle microburst. It's not joy. It's a tense, spasmodic relief. I am needed. Therefore, I have value. You have become a professional donor who has learned to take pride in being drained. You call it kindness or empathy. You wear it like the halo of a martyr. But the truth, you are simply terrified of the silence. You fear the moment everyone leaves, and you are forced to ask yourself, who am I? If I am no longer saving anyone, is there anything left of me besides the desire to please? This is the classic trap, the psychology of energy vampires. But the paradox is, the vampire is only half the problem. The other half is your willingness to burn out, over and over again. You let them take your time, your attention, and your health, because it gives you an illusion of control. While you are saving others, you feel like you are managing life. But look in the mirror. Does that exhausted person look like a master of their own destiny? Let's throw away the mystical nonsense about leaks in the aura. Your condition is pure, ruthless neurobiology. The problem isn't the people around you. It's how your internal algorithms are set. At the core of your donation is the neurobiology of personal boundaries, or rather, their total atrophy. The main character in this drama is your amygdala, the brain's threat processing center. Yours is in a state of constant hyperreactivity. You are living in chronic survival mode. To your brain, someone else's frown, a raised eyebrow, or a cold tone in a text is a signal of an existential catastrophe. Why? Because for hundreds of thousands of years, exile from the tribe meant certain death. Your ancient brain is still living in the savannah. It screams at you, if you don't help this person at 3 a.m, if you don't listen to their complaints, you will be kicked out of the cave, and you will be alone against the world. Your kindness is just a disguised animal fear. But there's more. When you rescue someone at your own expense, your hypothalamus triggers a release of oxytocin and dopamine. You get a cheap, instant hit of reward for betraying your own interests. Your brain records, "Good job, I maintained the social bond." It is a biological trap, turning you into a hostage of approval. Furthermore, your reticular formation, the brain's attention filter, is tuned exclusively to find other people's problems. Why? Because solving your own tasks requires massive cognitive resources. It requires the prefrontal cortex and real responsibility for the result. Your brain finds it much cheaper to obsess over other people's lives. It takes less energy than building your own career or your own happiness. It gives you the illusion of being busy. You chose the path of least resistance to get your social hormones. Your brain is lying to you, making you believe you are saving the world, while you are just slowly wasting your potential on someone else's goals. Now, we move to the most painful part. Prepare yourself. This is a strike to your ego. If you still haven't built boundaries, if you allow people to drain you, it's because it's convenient for you. Yes, you heard me correctly. You find it useful to be exhausted. Your donation is the most reliable insurance against success. While you are busy solving a friend's drama or listening to a colleague's complaints, you have a perfect, ironclad alibi. You don't have to take risks. You don't have to start that project that scares you. You don't have to go to the gym, change your profession, or take responsibility for your own greatness. I just don't have the energy. I give too much to others. This phrase has become your fortress. You use your fatigue as a shield to avoid meeting a reality where you are nothing without your good deeds. But there is a darker side. Your behavior is a form of sophisticated, covert arrogance. Subconsciously, you consider everyone around you incapable, because they seemingly can't survive a single day without your precious advice or support. You elevate yourself over them, becoming the savior. You buy the right to feel superior at the cost of your own energy. You fear equality because in an equal relationship, you would have to show who you really are, not just what services you provide. This is the foundation of the need for recovering from toxic relationships. You are feeding your own consumers just to feel indispensable. Admit it. You don't feed them out of love. You feed them so they won't leave. Because in the silence, without the noise of other people's problems, you would hear the crushing emptiness of your own unfulfillment. Stop and listen to what I am about to say. This phrase should reset all your false humility. Your chronic fatigue is not a lack of energy. It is a violent, physical resistance to your constant betrayal of yourself. Understand this. Your system is not broken. It is working perfectly. It is trying to block your access to resources because it sees that you are using them to destroy your own life. You are not a victim of circumstances. You are the owner of a colossal, powerful, energy reactor. You are capable of incredible things, considering your reserves have been enough to feed a swarm of social parasites for years, while you somehow remain sane. Your deficit is an illusion. As soon as you stop heating the cosmos and turn that flow toward your own goals, you will see that you are a supernova, trapped in the body of an office clerk. The problem isn't that energy is scarce. The problem is that you are stealing it from your future and giving it to someone else's past. Insights without action are just mental chewing gum. To truly change the situation and master how to stop being a people pleaser, you need hard, technical protocols to rewrite your behavior. Protocol number 1. Sensory blackout. Assign yourself 1 hour of autonomous mode every single day. No exceptions. During this hour, you turn off all notifications. You do not answer calls, and you do not check messages. If someone tries to break through with a burning problem, your answer must be clinical. I am busy with personal matters. I will be available after X o'clock. No explanations. This technique creates an artificial environment to train your prefrontal cortex. You force your amygdala to survive the fear of rejection and prove to it that the world didn't end. You are literally rewriting your neural code. Protocol number 2. The 10-second filter. When someone asks you for something, you are obligated to wait 10 seconds before answering. During this time, scan your body. If you feel even the slightest tension in your stomach, a clenching of the jaw, or a desire to sigh, that is a biological signal for no. Your task is to vocalize that refusal. Use the formula. That doesn't work for me right now. You are seizing control from your brain's automatic systems. The pause allows the emotional amygdala to cool down and lets the rational zones take over. You are returning to the status of an agent, not a reacting machine. Protocol number 3. Resource inversion. Make a list of 3 ambitious goals you abandoned because you didn't have the strength. Now, the rule. Every time you feel the impulse to go and help someone or listen to their complaints, you must first spend 20 minutes on one of your own goals. You pay yourself first, then the rest. We are using your reticular formation. You are retraining your brain to prioritize personal achievement. Once the dopamine starts coming from your own success, and not from a cheap thank you, your addiction to being a donor will vanish. We have reached the end, and now you have no way back. You can no longer say, I didn't know. You can no longer hide behind the mask of the nice guy who everyone mistreats. You have seen the mechanics. You have seen your hidden benefits, and you have seen your real potential. Your life is not a charity fund for those who refuse to change. Your energy is the most valuable resource in the known universe. Spending it on those who are not ready to evolve with you is a crime against your own nature. You are not prey. You are a predator who should hunt for your dreams with the same passion you once used to save other people's interests. Either you take the keys to your mental prison right now and start building your empire, or you continue to fade away, serving as a convenient doormat for someone else's feet. But remember, doormats are eventually thrown into the trash once they become too worn out. Your challenge today: within the next 24 hours, say one firm, cold, and final no to the person who is used to consuming your time. Do not apologize. Do not try to soften the blow. Just close the door. Feel that coldness inside. That is your true power waking up.